Hello and welcome all of you to our YouTube channel. Today in this tutorial, I will explain you HLOOKUP function in Microsoft Excel. In our previous tutorials, I explained you how VLOOKUP works and what are the limitations it has and how we can leverage index and match to overcome those limitations. Alright, now in this tutorial, I will explain you about the cousin of VLOOKUP, that is HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP stands for horizontal lookup. We used VLOOKUP to look up stuff vertically, right? Let's say you have a dataset that is arranged horizontally and you want to look up a value. In such cases, you can get the help of HLOOKUP formula. Let's go to Excel and see how it can be done. Here also we use our same old dataset where we have information about a hypothetical tech gadget selling company. In this case, I have tech serves sales data for 5 consecutive years, and let's say you are the accountant of that company and you want to know in a snapshot the annual total sales amount of the company when you input the year of interest, right? Here is the sample template that I created to get that done. In cell B5, when you enter the year, let me enter the year, and then you need to get the total sales amount as the output. From the sound of it, you guys already know, okay, now this is a problem that can be solved using a lookup function, right? So that is established. But the problem is, from our current knowledge, we only know about the VLOOKUP. And that is a formula that is used to look up values vertically. Therefore, that cannot be used in this instance. Hence, we need to look for another formula, and that is HLOOKUP, right? So let me type HLOOKUP here equals HLOOKUP. The parameters are like pretty straightforward. They are like almost 90% similar to what you had in the VLOOKUP formula. Lookup value, that is year, meaning cell B5. And I will hit F4 to make it an absolute reference to lock the cell reference. And then the table array. Table array would be this range. And I will hit F4 to make it an absolute cell reference. And then the row index number. Remember, in the VLOOKUP function, we used column index number. But in HLOOKUP, since we are doing the lookup horizontally, we are using rows as the index, right? And now in this case, in this particular scenario, we want the sales amount as the output, and therefore we need to put 2 here, right? And the match is an exact match, hence we'll enter false here. And I am closing the brackets and completing the formula, hit enter. See, you got 75,000. That is the sales amount pertaining to year 2020, right? That is how you can use HLOOKUP to horizontally look up these values. Before wrapping things up, I want to point out one critical piece of information, that is, when you are using the HLOOKUP formula, the value that you are looking up should always be in the top row or the first row in the table array, right? If it was the second or third row, your HLOOKUP wouldn't work and it will throw an error. For an example, if your year values were here instead of in the first row, your formula will not work, right? So that is one thing to keep in mind. And the other thing is, just like we did in VLOOKUP, if your formula is giving an error, for an example, if you enter 2050, obviously we'll be getting an error because that value is not in the row where you have the year values, right? So what you can do is you can use if error. I will type if, I will go to the formula. I'll sort of edit the formula and I will type if error. And the value, the logical test is this, if error. And the value if error would be not found. Right, and I will close the parenthesis. I will hit enter. See, now it's more, I would say it looks better now. Okay. So if you enter 2019, it will give you $90,000 as the value. But if you enter something like 2030, it will say not found. All right. Now we have come to the end of today's tutorial. If you guys found this video useful, please hit the like button and share it among your friends as well. And if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell notification icon as well. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in our next video.